I've actually been growing up with music, and throughout most of my life, I remember that my mum used to give me some of these records to listen to. The only thing is I was quite young at that time, so most of these records are quite unlistenable right now if I try to play them. But that was my first experience. This is where I got into music. So I've always been interested in what were those sounds, because you can always distinguish a guitar, violin, and some drums, but there are these interesting electronic sounding pieces that I would always think, wow, how are they made, and what is that all about? I've tried DJing before, and it was never about the actual technical skill. It was more about creating the vibe and the atmosphere in the club. But even though it was quite fun, it was quite limiting, and I started looking for something a bit more dynamic. This is what brought me here. So at the moment I'm working as a recording and mixing engineer. I've been doing a few different bands at the moment, as well as had the opportunity to work as an assistant engineer for a guy called Denton Supple. So in December 2012, I've got invited to work as a mastering engineer for the label called Crackling Claps. And it's been quite exciting because there were a few dynamic projects, and the whole concept of the label being slightly different from what is known as commercially sort of popular music. 2013 actually looks quite promising, especially with the launch of the new label called Mozart Kind. There's some really strong releases coming out later this year. One of the first releases on the label is going to be two guys from Lithuania with a project called Nebia. Quite a strong release, and hopefully the whole thing's going to pick up after